Hi guys, as I mentioned in another video following the clip of a police officer in what appears to be an assault, we need less of politicians like Lee Anderson from Reform UK jumping on the footage and adding his 2 cents. The MP didn't just suggest that the police officer deserves a medal, but described the suspects as animals. As John Sopel from the Newsagents podcast correctly points out here on the Trevor Phillips show, you need somebody who will pour water, not kerosene, on this fire.
But surely it is right that you've got a politician who is there with a bottle of water to try and calm things down rather than a can of kerosene to light it up even higher. And, for Lee Anderson, who knows how these things work, but he's going for likes on social media by saying something, very explosive and provocative, it's just going to make things worse, isn't it? I mean, we could have, you can set light to whichever town you want to, but then rebuilding afterwards is going to get more difficult. And I think that, he knows there needs to be an inquiry. You don't just say, lock these animals up. And it's just performative and serves no real purpose.
All right.
Well, it serves a purpose to Lee Anderson. It attracts attention to him and Reform UK. And that's what he wants. And that's what he's achieved. Now, maybe I'm going too far here, but I think politicians either should have strictly controlled social media accounts or they shouldn't have them at all. A social media account like Twitter, Facebook, whatever, where they deliver information to their constituents, maybe what they voted for in Parliament, or some sort of news regarding the constituency, and that's it. Politicians should not be allowed to comment or provide rolling commentary on particular issues in general. I think there's a serious problem here where you have a sitting MP describing how a police officer who is allegedly involved in an assault, deserving a medal, describing suspects before he sees the entire clip as animals. This has to end. This should not be allowed. I'm not saying that MPs shouldn't have social media accounts, but they should be strictly controlled. It should be about providing information to their constituents, and that's it. Not jumping on whatever trend is trending at the moment. Not jumping on stories where they don't have all the information. Not whipping up anger amongst the public, even people outside their constituency. This should not be happening. I truly believe that accounts like Reform UK's Lee Anderson's and Nigel Farage and people like that, now that you're an MP, you have a responsibility. Your Twitter account, Facebook page or whatever should be providing information to your constituents, what I voted for, what I voted against, what's happening in the local community. It should be pretty boring stuff, but it would serve the public much better than allowing these MPs or politicians to jump on the topic of the day and throw in their 2 cents to, of course, whip up anger, to attract attention to them, and not pour water on the situation, but instead pour kerosene or petrol. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.